Hello, everyone. This is Betsy with PC Mac. Thank you so much for joining in to learn something new. Did you ever use or know the purpose of the I'm Feeling Lucky button on the Google page? Well, about 20 years ago, maybe just a little less than that, maybe 19 years ago, I was working as a consultant for a school district in New Jersey. I was teaching the teachers after school, acclimating them to technology, and I was asked to teach Google. That was the first time I had heard of it. I, prepped my course and off we went. And at the time, we used that button quite a bit. The I'm Feeling Lucky button. You can see just below the search box, you've got this list now. This didn't come for years later, where Google started giving us suggestions. It actually was a setting at one point, and now it's just a given. And now people, as you know, just pick from the list. So if you put in typical search criteria, maybe a website that you are heading to, um, and you can pick the choice from the list. Some people go right to the Facebook login, for instance. But see, what happens is it's done a Google search for you. Then you have to pick the link from the list that you want. Instead, if you type what you're looking for and click on I'm Feeling Lucky, it takes you directly to the web page that your search criteria is describing. So it's taking you to the best hit that matches your search criteria. Let's do that again. So now we're going to do Amazon. Just going to do some really obvious ones. I'm Feeling Lucky. And it takes you right there. So you avoid the Google search results screen. And it works pretty much with anything, even if you were looking for flight times, for instance. If you wanted to search the internet for flight times, if you do I'm Feeling Lucky for that search criteria, Google takes you to a website that it believes is the best choice. Actually, don't use this one, Flight View. Let's try another search. What if we just do flights and do I'm Feeling Lucky? So this kayak comes up. That's a little more maybe popular. Just just as a little aside, I put in flights. If you go to Google Flights, that's another great way to search for prices. But back to our I'm Feeling Lucky button. So once again, if you put in any search term, if you were looking for something having to do with the NFL and you do I'm Feeling Lucky, you're going to be brought directly to the website that is the best match for your search criteria. Pretty good. If you didn't know that, please try that out. There's another fun feature of the I'm Feeling Lucky button. You see, I guess, I don't know how many years ago now that it was, but as we were doing more and more searches and our search bar was giving us suggestions, this button started to get used less and less. So rather than taking the button away, Google gave it some added functionality, which is kind of fun. And that's what I wanted to point out. If you take your mouse pointer and instead of clicking the button, you don't need any search criteria for this either. You just hover your mouse pointer over the button and it spins. So once again, it goes from I'm Feeling Lucky. You just hover the pointer over and it spins. And it's kind of like Russian roulette. You see what you get? I'm Feeling Generous. If you click there, Google brings you to their their page about giving back, called onetoday.google.com, which you can go to directly. It's just their way of kind of using this button for fun so that you can explore. Once again, hover the pointer and you see I'm feeling generous. You take it away, it goes back to I'm feeling lucky. You hover over it again, now you get I'm feeling adventurous. If you click, it takes you to the feedback, this little snippet where you can roll the dice and play the game. So this page lets you roll the dice, and you can select multiple number. You can roll each of the dice multiple times. Like, you could bring up a calculator. Well, guess what? You can bring up dice on your screen. If you go back and then hover over again, you get I'm feeling wonderful. And this time it brings you to Google Arts and Culture. So have fun with that. There is another one. One of my favorites is, let's see if it comes up. Well, there's I'm feeling playful. I'll let you try that one. I'm feeling hungry brings you to the restaurants in your area. I'm feeling artistic. I'm feeling curious. There it is. I'm feeling doodly. Every so often, Google brings us a doodle. And I'm feeling doodly brings you directly to the Doodles archive, which you could go to directly on your own. You could Google that, but it's kind of fun to use the spinner. Use the I'm feeling lucky spinning button. And anyway, it's an archive of all the different doodles that have appeared over time in the history of Google. And it's worldwide, so you can kind of enjoy those as well. So have fun with that button. That concludes today's lesson on the I'm feeling lucky button. Thank you so much for joining in to learn something new.